Hello everybody, Intergalactic Comics Limited coming to you guys with a sneak preview of what our very first comic, 7, The Story of Clyde Marin, will be about. Now, this is our very first project in the works right now. We have some other projects alongside this one, such as the origin stories of both this character and all of the other characters that will show up in this comic book. So this comic book is about Clyde, a man that is diagnosed with split personality disorder. While spending time in a mental institution for the genetically abnormal, a great being wreaks havoc upon the world, destroying everything he ever knew and cared about. So, that being said, in this world, we don't have mutants, we don't have freaks, we don't have anything like that. We have the genetically abnormal. So, not saying that they're mutants or that they're bad people, that they are actually genetically superior to that of normal humans, such as myself and yourself. But at the same time, they have to be monitored because they generally come from those who have mental issues or some kind of physical ailment that, makes them sickly or makes them seem abnormal to the rest of the community. Now, this also is a big deal because a big, unknown, powerful being is causing havoc upon the world. Now, we do not know who that is as of yet in the comic books, but they will be of great power. They will have many minions that the heroes will have to fight upon, their origins, upon just the basic comic book, The Story of Clyde Marin. Now, remember, The Story of Clyde Marin, pardon the vibration there of my cellular device. The Story of Clyde Marin is the story of how him and his comrades have to work together to take down this foe. This foe will show up in some of the other stories, but you will see a lot more of the heroes show up in other stories, as well as the other villains. Now, with only his fellow patients remaining of what he knows, they must search the broken remains of New York City and piece together what has happened. So, figure out who the great being was that destroyed everything, what they want, how to stop them, who is on their side, who is helping our heroes. And New York City isn't final. It is just one of the very few cities that are easy to work around. New York City, Los Angeles, Toronto, London, places like that are some of the only places in the world that, are actually big enough to have enough basis to build a story around heroes. Like, you could have a hero from a backwater town of Redneckville or something, but will it create a good story? We do not know. We might try that in the future at some point, but yeah. Anyways, Clyde is known to have 7 personalities, each providing a unique array of powers and abilities. Some powers are very mild, such as levitation or reading animal minds, so like a dog goes woof woof, then he can say, well, the dog says that he is hungry or that he does not like this person. To levitation being, like he uses his mind to slightly hover off the ground. It's not the power of flight, it's just the power of levitation. So, he can hover above water about 3 feet in the air. He can only go that high from ground surface, though. So if you're on top of a building, you'll still fall down because you actually have to be on the physical ground. And then some are more serious, like telekinetic hovering or casting fire. Now, telekinetic hovering is where he can actually fly. He can literally fly using his mind. He can, activate fire. But remember, these are only with certain personalities. So such as the fire one, it'll generally be when he is extremely angry or extremely pissed off at someone or something. And then in doing so, he'll activate his personality where he becomes dominant in anger and he'll not be able to control it. But he must learn to control these personalities and powers as he, goes throughout the story. And then, having to work alongside his fellow abnormal, they must put aside their differences and combine their powers to defeat a foe so powerful the earth screams in pain. So if these guys, the fellow heroes, do not do something to stop these villains, then the entire world will be lost. And yes, this is the post-apocalyptic future, for this storyline at least. All of these stories will take place in the future. Occasionally we will write stories that take place in the present, but we are currently focusing on the future as we have many stories planned for the different planets, different universes, different galaxies, you name it. So I hope you guys enjoy this little brief, spiel on my comic book. This is my story written by Kelly Gillies. 7, the story of Clyde Marin. If you guys are interested, please remember to email me at IntergalacticcomicsLTD@gmail.com for more info. The link, I believe, is on my channel and also in the description of all the videos. So please, I'll see you guys next time. If you guys want to donate or have a character and or line in the comic book, please let me know. See you guys next time.